This year, Roy Denny invited Joy and I to come out to his farm in Lebanon, Tennessee to chase the all-elusive springtime gobbler.
This is where we are now.
Okay.
With the good place to cross the creek here. It's a good walking place. You can't drive across it. I was showing Hugh there's some mature trees along here, mature oaks, that the birds will go to and work.
Okay.
Also back in here there's a bigger area of mature oaks, and they work that a lot, digging in the leaves to get the bugs out from under the leaves. They work the field here pretty good, and they work this field over pretty good. Occasionally they'll be along this edge on this field. But there's a lot of birds, and they just kind of wander through here and circle around. Then they come back to their roosting sites. We still have a few that roost here along this elbow. And there's starting to be some roosting here and here right now. I think that's where they went when this big flock broke up.
Okay.
Parts of it are a little bit thick maybe to walk through, but most of it is good walking. You have to watch closely to make sure that you see them first.
Really? And let's hope they're vocal opening morning so we can locate them for sure.
They have been real vocal early on, but then in about 2 hours after fly down, they get pretty quiet.
Quiet. Okay. Well, good.
After showing us around, Joy got her game plan, and the hunt was on.
We got out early this morning and heard the birds gobbling and set up in a fence row, and a lady and her German Shepherd started walking about 6:30, so we reset up, and she came back across the field at 8:30, so we decided to leave, and as we were leaving, they're all out here. The toms, there's 4 toms out there strutting, so we're gonna go reset up and see if we can't get this bird.
How was it on your birthday?
Birthday bird. What time is it? Oh, I'm burning up. Whew.
What did we do?
I gotta quit shaking for a second. I'm gonna go get my bird.
Hold on. Hey.
Pretty, isn't it? We worked really hard for this beard. It's a nice tom. We chased him. That's the first time I told you that I've ever chased a bird and gotten one. It is my birthday, and I am tickled to death. Not sure how long his beard is until we get back to the truck, but it's over 9 inches for sure.
That's a great bird, Joy, and he's got some really big spurs on him. And you know, we had him in another field, him and another gobbler, and they had several hens on, but we tried to sneak up on them, and 2 tractors came through and spooked them off. And you kind of got discouraged, went back to where we originally set up, and I told you I just wanted to check this one field out just a little bit. All of a sudden I sat here for just a couple of minutes and I saw a blue head coming over the rise, and so I got your attention and got you over here.
Oh, you don't know where I was. I'd gone all the way back to where we had the decoys out.
Oh.
And I looked with my glasses in this field, and I saw a fan coming out of the woods. So I had to hike it all the way
You had to
back
hightail it over here, didn't you?
I did. Through the fence, I was watching another bird. And when you kept saying, "Can't you see him, can't you see him?" And then I was looking at another tom.
I know there's 2 of them out here, him and one more. But my goodness, what a bird, Joy.
I'll share him with you. I'll let you clean it. I'll cook him for you.
That sounds good.
Well, like I said, it's my birthday. We got him at 9:58, This is Roy Denny. Thank you so much.
ma'am.
You just tried
You're mighty welcome.
so hard to help me get my bird. I bet I've been up here 5 times and we see birds, but it just being in the right corner or the right spot. But boy, I tell you what, this is a pretty one. He was nice and he was with another Tom and they were with a whole bunch of hens and we have chased him all over your farm. And I don't usually do well chasing birds. I've never gotten one before, but I really, really do appreciate it. I think he's very pretty.
Well, this year you've pretty well had to chase them because they haven't been responding to decoys or calls either one for the whole season.
No, we had a tom decoy and 2 hens out, and we knew they could see them. And Hugh called and called. They didn't even pay any attention to anything this morning. They gobbled when they were on the roost, and when they came down, that I don't know which one it was over here. At one time we had 7 on us over here, but then we saw these 2, so I don't think it's part of the 7. Do you, Hugh?
No.
I don't think they were either, but I tell you what, he's a pretty one. He really is.
It's been pretty much the story. Everybody I know of during the regular season that's got a bird has had to go to it. The birds haven't come to anybody.
Right. And the later it gets in the season, the harder it is. So, I mean, you know, it's just that first day when we came up here, it was pouring down rain.
Yes.
And it was nasty that day. And we saw birds, and we had decoys out, but the wind had blown them and it freaked them out. But there was too many birds in the field for us to go out and get them.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why they call it hunting.
For a fact, it's a pretty good bird.
Now, Mr. Denny, we just had this great big flood of rainfall here in the Nashville, Middle Tennessee area, and that's where we are. We're here in Middle Tennessee. You had a lot of water here on the farm, and you even made the comment it looked like Reelfoot Lake. Do you think that hurt a bunch of the turkey eggs and stuff like that turkeys had already laid?
Hugh, I don't see how it could help but have destroyed a lot of nests. A couple of the guys around here that hunt with me have already decided that we're probably going to have very poor recruitment this year, and next year there will not be very many year-old birds.
Well, we hate that, but do you think it's too late? Do you think that that's why a lot of the hens are staying with the gobblers, that they getting ready to breed again maybe?
I expect that they are. A lot of them breed late anyway here for some reason, but when the nest had been destroyed in mass like this, I expect a lot of the hens to come back and re-nest and have some very late hatches. But I still think that the hatches will be short. From what I've seen just here on the farm, the later the hatch, the fewer of the birds survive through.
Yeah. Do you think that's due to the predators, or do you think that's due to the fall temperatures and stuff like that, the heat?
I think it's probably a combination of predators and the heat, because it gets pretty hot and dry here, and late in the summer the little birds would have trouble finding food.
Well, Mr. Denny, we sure appreciate you letting Joy come out here.
Oh, I'm glad y'all made it and that she finally got a bird.
Yeah, me too. Me
Well,
too.
congratulations, Joy.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Next, we got to take our good friend Paul Waller, General Manager for Tracker Marine, out on his 2010 springtime turkey hunt.
Good job. What you got there, buddy?
That's a nice one.
That's a nice one there, bud.
That's a nice one.
That's a nice bird. Is this your first Tennessee bird?
This is actually my third Tennessee
Third
bird,
Tennessee bird. All right.
but this is by far looking to be the best.
Who says you can't put a sneak up on a wild turkey?